So what is electricity? That is, electricity is the form of energy that can be easily changed from one form to many other forms. Like, what are the areas where you are using electricity? You can see in the figure, children, here. So if you observe here, electricity, now the cost of petrol is rising, and you can observe here the electricity like charging cars and also motorcycles are coming now. So that is again works on electricity itself. And for communication purpose, what we are using, TV, radio, or phone, mobiles, laptops, so all those works on electricity itself. And in case of light, so this is the main use we can tell. So electricity is used in light, lamps, flashlights, so all this works on using electricity itself. And other things what we can observe, like air cooler, refrigerator, like electric iron, ovens or washing machines, so whatever the things we are using at home, so all they use electricity itself. Then what is the main thing we have here? Electricity. So electricity means what it contains actually, that is electric current. Electricity, you can see here, electricity nalli ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? Electricity means it is a branch in physics. So here we study about the electric current. So here in electricity we study about electric current. Then what is this electric current? Here we say what we have studied, that is about charges. That flow of charges itself we call it as electric current. So that is flow of charges. Here charges we are talking about the negative charges, so that is electrons. So flow of the electrons in a circuit will give you electric current. So in today's class, we will be discussing about this electric current. So what is electric current and what are the properties of it, and how this electric current is made to pass through the circuit. So about all those things. So here, did you get your textbooks, all of you?
No, miss.
No, miss.
Okay, so if you are not textbooks with you, then whatever the slides I am sharing here, all the points you should write it in your notes. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ textbooks ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾನು slides ನ study material section ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೀಟಾಗಿ physics notes ಒಂದು 200 pages notebook ಇಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, so you should write in that physics notes daily. Whatever the classes I'm taking, so that all you should write. And so from next week, so that is from 19th, I think you are having bridge course test, post test you will be having, and after that I'm going to start your maths also. So daily first period ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ maths subject ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎನ್ರೋಲ್ ಇದು ಏನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇನೆ maths ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. So you should join for that also. Now you are having weekly only one period. So from next, after your post test onwards, I'm going to take one more period for that. In that period we'll do maths, and in this every Saturday we'll do physics. Is it clear? Okay, so coming back to this electric current. So
Miss,
electric
200.
current, 200 pages itself.
Long book, miss.
Yes. 200 pages long book. Vignesh, what is your name? Why you have written like that? Names, nim name ge ನೀವು ಎದಕ್ಕಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನೋ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ, ಡೆಡ್ ಕಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಅಂತ. Okay. So here electric current. So what is an electric current? It is the flow of electric charge, or what is that charge we have discussed? That is flow of electrons through a conductor. So that we call it as electric current. So this is the very most important definitions, children. So here whatever the points we are discussing in class, these points itself you should read and become perfect in this, because in this way itself you have to write the answers in the exam, and this is how you should write in brief. So ಏನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಿಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾನು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ go through this points perfectly. Okay, and once you get your textbooks, you should go through your textbooks. Okay, so now electric current. So what is electric current means? Just imagine you are having a wire like this. So here what I have drawn is just a cross section of the wire. Cross section of the wire and so lengthy wire you are having. In that one part of the wire, I'm just taking in that. Okay, so here when you take a part of the wire, so there we are the rate of flow of electric charge through a conductor. So this is conductor. So conductor means what? What are conductors? You have studied in your lower classes. What are conductors, insulators? Tell me what are conductors?
Miss, which flow of current is conductor?
But offers a low resistance, Miss.
Yes, very good. So conductors means the materials which allow the flow of charges through it. So that we call it as conductors. So here conductors means they will allow the charges to flow through them. What about insulators?
Which does not allow the
Miss,
flow of charges. Miss.
Have electrons, electric
Very good.
charges, Miss.
Yes, very good. So here, this insulators will not allow the flow of charges through them. So in this flow of charges means when you go, when you study deep about this, so there we will be having like energy bands we call. So like conduction band, valence band, so all those things we will be having. So when here for you just remember electric current means the flow of charges. The materials which allow the charges to flow through them are called conductors. So electrons will be moving. Just imagine like a pipe. Pipe nalli water ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, in the same way charges will be moving in the wire. Okay, so that we call it as the flow of charges through a conductor. So through a conductor means just imagine through a conductor. Conductor andre what we are talking about here? Wire. So the flow of charges through a wire we can call it as an electric current. Rate of flow of charges. Here you can observe children, rate of flow of charges we are having. Rate of flow of electric charge means whatever the things we are discussing with respect to time. So that we define it as rate of flow of charges. Like in the last class you have studied about velocity. So how you have defined velocity? The rate of displacement. So rate of means we are discussing with respect to time. Displacement by time anta barita idri. Acceleration how you define? The rate of change in velocity. So rate of change in velocity andre heng baritiri? V minus u by t. So whenever you are taking in denominator t, so denominator nalli v minus u by t anta tagantiri. So whenever you are taking t in the denominator, it is understood as the rate of. Rate of means you are discussing that with respect to time anta artha. So whenever you are discussing about the velocity, so how you define velocity? Displacement by time. Displacement by time andre here also again you are discussing with respect to time itself. So whatever you take with respect to time, that we call it as rate of. Here also same way, rate of flow of electric charge means here charges are flowing with respect to time. So that we call it as electric current. So here you can observe in this children, I is equals to what we have? I is equals to Q by T. I is equals to Q by T. Here what is Q and what is T? What is
A
Q
number
and
of
what is T?
electrons.
No.
Q is nothing but number of electrons. T is time, Miss.
Here Q is not number of electrons, Q is charge.
It is a charge.
Q is charge and T is time. And how you define this charge Q that we discussed in the previous slide? Plus or minus Ne. Q is equals to plus or minus Ne, where N we call it as the number of electrons. Number of electrons. So that is number of electrons. N is number of electrons. And what we have seen, E value, E is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This is the constant value and you should remember always. Okay. So additionally you will be getting 1 mark question, children. Define electric current. How you define electric current? It is the rate of flow of electric charges. Just one question. Rate of flow of electric charges is called electric current. And how you write that? I is equals to Q by T. That is. So that is electric current. And here it is a scalar quantity. So electric current is a scalar quantity. You have learned about the scalar quantity and vector quantity in your 9th standard. Like scalar quantity means which have only magnitude. The quantities that are having only magnitude we call it as scalar quantities. And the quantities which have both magnitude as well as direction, that we call it as vector quantities. So here electric current we measure only the magnitude of that, so we call electric current as a scalar quantity. And here SI unit. What is the SI unit of electric current? So here SI unit of electric current is coulomb per second we have. So electric current I is equals to Q by T anta ide. What is the SI unit of charge? We have coulomb.
Coulomb is
And time we have second. So SI unit of electric current when you are writing coulomb per second, or instead of this we use one more SI unit that we call it as ampere. And whenever you are writing in symbols we write capital A and words ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ampere ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, so this is about the SI unit of electric current. So that is coulomb per second or ampere. Okay, and one more thing children, you should remember, electric current is measured by using the device called ammeter. Like for example, if you are measuring length, what you are using to measure the length? What device you use to measure length? ನೀವು ಲೆಂತ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ?
centimeter.
What device you use? Scale. Very good. So you use scale to measure length. What device you use to measure the angle?
Protractor, miss.
What device you use to measure temperature?
Thermometer.
Thermometer, miss.
In the same way, the device used to measure electric current is ammeter. That you should remember, children. The device used to measure electric current is ammeter. So this is very important, and you get like this in multiple choice questions you will be getting. And this ammeter should be always connected in series. So about series and parallel combinations we'll discuss in the next slides. So you should remember the device used to measure electric current is ammeter, and it should be always connected in series in the circuit. Is it clear? Ammeter. So if you have observed any like in our school itself, so you can observe ammeters and voltmeters are fixed. So what is the voltage potential difference in the maintained in the circuit, and what is the flow of current? So that all we can measure by using this ammeter. Okay. Then what we have, its direction is taken opposite to the flow of electrons. So in which direction we are getting the flow of electrons? In the opposite direction we get the flow of charges. So that is, if here you can see in this figure, you can observe in this figure, children. So here charges are flowing in this direction. So negative charges are flowing in this direction and current is flowing in this direction. So this we call it as the direction of the conventional current. So always remember, you will not get electric current in the same direction as that of the electrons. In which direction the electrons are flowing, in the opposite direction electric current is taken. So here if electrons are flowing from negative to positive here, then electric current, so that is represented by I, is flowing from positive to negative. So this is always electric current will flow in the direction opposite to the flow of charges. So that you should, important point you should remember. And one more thing, so it flows as a result of potential difference across the ends of the conductor. So when we can observe the flow of charges, only when there is a potential difference. We can observe the flow of charges only when there is a potential difference between the two ends of the conductors. So that then only we can observe the flow of charges taking place. So what is this potential difference? So just in brief, I'll tell you what is potential difference. For example, you can observe here, you will be having class. So here you will be having the tank, you can observe like this syntax you will be having, and here you can observe the bucket you are placing. So here water can flow from tank, that is tank to the bucket, but never from bucket to the tank. So here this tank is said to be at higher potential and the bucket is said to be at lower potential. So always charges will flow from higher potential to the lower potential. One more example we can clearly understand, children. Supposing, for example, we are having two bottles. We are having two bottles. One bottle is completely filled with water or something, and this water, here we are connecting this, and this is empty. Now, what happens in this case? This will take it as A and this will take it as B. When you are connecting tank A with the tank B, what happens? Can you observe any changes in tank A and tank B?
Yes, miss.
What
Miss,
you can
Miss.
see?
water will go in tank B, miss.
The water will
Uh,
going to
miss,
tank
the
B, miss.
green.
Go from A to B. Will the water completely go from A to B? A ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲಾನು B ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ?
No,
No,
miss.
miss.
No, miss.
No, miss.
So
No, miss.
until both attains the same level of water, there will be flow of water in both the tanks. Until both attains the same level of water, there will be flow of charges. Once they get equal, then there is no flow of charges. So this is what you can observe in case of the cell. So cell use ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ವಾ battery cell. So in that cell, when you bring that cell new cell, additionally chemicals are completely filled and that will be at higher potential, and when you are using that cell in your remote or in your in case of your remote or torches, in that when you are connecting that cells, so there when you bring new cells, you can observe the working of that cells. If you are continuously using that cells, say for example after 1 year, if you connect that, it will not be glowing. So you cannot use your remote, or the torches will not work if you use that cells for continuously for 1 year. What is the reason? Because cell, when it is newly brought, it is at higher potential because all chemicals are filled in that. When you are using that chemicals continuously, then that cell will become lower potential. It will change itself to the lower potential. So the flow of charges can take place only from higher potential to lower potential. So ಯಾವ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಮಾತ್ರ B ಗೆ flow of charges will take place. Again from B to A reverse will not take place. So that is, the flow of charges will take place only on the result of potential difference across the two ends. Okay children, is it clear? So this is about electric current. ನಾಗ್ಲಿಂಗ ಬಂದಿರೋದೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ ಹಾಯ್ ಅಂತ? ವರುಣ್, ನಾಗ್ಲಿಂಗ, ಚೇತನ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಚಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ? Okay, so this is about the electric, whatever we have discussed in today's class, that is about electric current. So before going to this electric current, we'll just do one problems based on this electric current. So what we have seen, that is Q is equal to electric current, right, heading as electric current. And what we have seen, electric current I is equals to Q by T. Electric current I is equals to Q by T. And what is Q? Q is equals to plus or minus N, where N is number of electrons and E is charge of an electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So we'll solve some problems based on this, children. If we are asked, this is 1 mark question, so just write down the question. I'm going to dictate here. How many electrons are present in 1 coulomb of charge? 1 coulomb of charge. So this is a 1 mark question. You get this. All of you write down this question and solve. How many electrons are present in 1 coulomb of charge? So this is a 1 mark question, and it is the most important question, children. So in this, what is given for you? 1 coulomb. So charge Q is given, that is equal to 1 coulomb. How many electrons? How many electrons in the N you have to find. N you should find. And we know what is E. What is E? What is E, children? Charge of an electron. I told you in the last slide.
10 power minus 19, Miss.
Very good. 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This is charge of an electron. And what is the formula we use for electric charge? Q is equals to, what is the formula we are using?
I by T.
Is it I by T? Q.
Miss NE by T.
Do you get by in this Q charge?
NE.
NE. So here Q is given 1 coulomb. N you have to find. is, we know, 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Now how you will find this n value in this? N value find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? N is equals to, we have Q is equals to N into E. From this what you can write? N is equals to Q by E. This is the most important calculation you should remember, understand, children. So N is equals to Q. Q what is given? 1 coulomb divided by E, charge of an electron. What is the charge of an electron? We have 1.6
into 10 to the power minus 19.
10 to the power minus 19. Okay, 19 coulomb. So if you observe here, this coulomb gets cancelled, and whatever the number we are getting, it is a pure number. Now we are left with n is equals to 1 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Now you need to simplify this and find out n value. How will you do this? Exponents and powers.
Miss,
Do you remember? Yes. Tell me. How you simplify this? 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Yes, can you tell me fast? So now you know about exponents. Suppose we are having a to the power minus m, 1 by a to the power minus m. This we can write it as a to the power plus m. Can you write like this?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
So it is 1 by a to the power minus m. If it is there, we can write it as, by just taking that a in the numerator, you can write it as a to the power plus m. Now what you'll get? N is equals to 10 to the power minus 19 in denominator will become plus 19 divided by 1.6. Is it clear, children, now?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now 10 to the power minus 19. Can we write this as 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power 15? Can you write like that?
Yes, miss.
See, observe, children. I'm writing 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power 15. Again, when bases are same, powers can be added. So what you get here? A to the power m into a to the power n, that is equal to a to the power m plus n. You have learned about this loss of exponents in your lower classes. Do you remember about that?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So now this n, this is here 1.6 we have. I'll write this as 10 to the power 4. I'll write it as 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. And this 10 to the power 15 as it is, I'll write divided by 1.6. If we change that into decimals, so decimal number tegidre, decimal point, if you remove that, then what you can write?
16 by 10, miss.
So this in numerator it will become 16 power, and here it's 16. Yeah. Once again I'll write, children, this. So n is equals to, this is 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 what we have, and here 10 to 5 we have. Divide 1.6 we have in the denominator. If we remove this point, then we are going to add plus 1. Now one more step I'll write for this. 10 into 10 into 10 power 16 divided by 16, we can write 2 into 2 into 2. Can you write like that? Denominator 16, I'm writing it as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So that is 4 times 2. Now, is it easy for you to cancel now? How you will cancel this?
2 ones are 2 fives are.
Is a
ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ನೋಡಿ.
2, 5. Now, what is 5 into
Power 16.
what you get? 25 into 10 to the power 16. Or we can also write it as 5 into 10 to the power 18. Okay? So number of Jay Kumar, mute your audio. So what you get? Number of electrons in 1 coulomb of charge, that is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. So what it indicates, what it means, that is if you take 1 coulomb of charge, 1 coulomb of charge nalli ಎಷ್ಟು electrons flow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons are flowing. So this is about the number of electrons in 1 coulomb of charge. Now observe children, in 1 coulomb of charge we have 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. If I ask you how many electrons are there in 10 coulomb of charge, what you will tell? Number of
Miss, we
electrons
should
in 10 coulomb.
multiply it.
Yes, just simple. You should multiply 10 into 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. So what you get? Again, you will get it as 6.25 into 10 to the power 19. If I ask you how many electrons are there in 2 coulomb of charge, what you tell? Number of electrons in 2 coulomb of charge. What you should do? 1 coulomb of charge nalli 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. For 2 coulomb of charge, you should just multiply 2 into 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. So what you get? 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4, 1 5, 2 6s are 12. So 12.50 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. So these many electrons are present in 2 coulomb of charge. So this is how we find out the number of electrons in the given charges. Is it clear, children? I've understood all of you?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so this is the basic problems we have, children. So this is the simple problem what we did today. So this is a basic problem, only easiest problems we solved in today's class. In the next class, we'll solve problems along with the whatever we are doing. So problems no madana hange syllabus kuda hange ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So whatever we have discussed today about the properties of charges, electric current, and we have solved problems based on the electric charge. So all these things should be written in your physics notes. And for today, you should read all these points once again. Whatever is uploaded in the study material section, all that you should read and write it in your physics notes.